my name is Miss Crowe, and I'm going to be going over our classroom expectations for this school year. So a little bit about myself is I am your child's third grade teacher, and this is my first year teaching. A few little other things about me is I like to read, I like to run. I graduated from the University of St. Francis in Fort Wayne with an elementary education degree. My contact information is listed on this slide. The best way to reach me is through my email, but you can also call the school. That's another way to reach me. We also have a customer management website, which I linked down below, that might be able to provide answers to any questions you are having. About my class this year. So this third grade is a big transition year for students. So my goal by the end of the year is to have them learning more independently. This is the first year students take standardized testing. So the main focus is on reading and math, but they also learn social studies and science. It's just not hit as hard as reading and math. During my class, I like students to do a lot of stations, a lot of partner work, a lot of group work. I want students up and collaborating and moving around the classroom. So materials needed. The materials needed are the pretty basic ones like pens, pencils, colored pencils. They need 3 composition notebooks, one for writing, one for math, and then an extra one. Scissors, glue, headphones, book bag, binder. With COVID, students must have their own art supplies, so that's why the list is a little longer than usual. So our daily routine is the same every day. Every once in a while we'll tweak it, or we might move some stuff around, but for the most part, this is how it is, this is how it goes. So students arrive between 7:35 and 8, and this is when they're doing their morning work just to get their brain started and the day started. And as soon as the bell rings, right after announcements, students go to special, so art, gym, music, depending on the day of the week. Once they're back, students have a little bit to collect their thoughts, and then we're going to start our language instruction. So we'll start with the whole group, and then students will do language stations, which include a spelling station, a grammar station, a vocabulary station. After that, students have a little bit of time between language stations and lunch and recess to finish anything they need to finish, read, anything. It's like a free time a little bit. And then they go to lunch and recess. And then after that, students have a little bit of time to gather their thoughts before we start our math instruction. So math is set up a lot like language arts. We have our whole group math instruction, and then we go to our math stations. And then after math, we end the day with another recess, so students are up and moving right before we head home. Classroom rules. I wanted to keep my classroom rules pretty simple. The students actually helped me with an input on these rules, and the rules that we all came up with is that students need to be respectful, be present, be prepared, actively listen, and ask permission. So some questions that may come up are absences. So with everything going on, students are able to do their work from home. So therefore, if your student is absent, or if your child is absent, then they should be able to have everything done and ready for the next day. So all materials and resources are posted on our classroom Canvas page, which is linked right in this PowerPoint. On the Canvas page, find the date that your child missed and click it, and that whole day's agenda will be posted. So students may do their assignment on the computer and then turn it in, or if they prefer, they can print it out and bring it to class the next day. But students are expected to have the work done and brought to class the next day. Late policy. So there aren't any punishments for students who were brought to school late. It happens. They might have woke up late. You might have woke up late. It happens. So the only thing the students have to do is that you and your student must go into the office and sign them in. And once you sign in, they'll get a tardy pass, and then the student is just to walk quietly to the classroom and enter the classroom quietly, place their tardy pass on my desk, put their backpack and coat away, and go to their desk and start working on whatever activity the rest of the class is working on. So snack time and water. So once a day, students get snack. It's usually before lunch. Students eat lunch about 11:35. I like to give them their snack about 10:15. Students must bring snacks from home. Snacks need to not contain peanut butter or nuts because of allergies within our classroom. Snacks must actually be snacks. So there's no full boxes of food. So no full boxes of Cheez-Its or a full bag of chips. It needs to be a snack size item. And then snacks need to be in a closable container. So if your student does want goldfish, just pour it in a baggie and close it up and send it to school with them. So water. So students are encouraged to bring water bottles from home, which is different than in the past, but due to COVID, no water fountains are open. So therefore, if your child wants water throughout the day, then the water bottle must be brought from home. Water bottles again must be closable, so whether it's a typical plastic water bottle or an actual water bottle, you must be able to close and shut so it's spill proof. Great. So every 9 weeks, a report card will be sent home. Parents, guardians are expected to sign the report card and send it back to school so I know that you've gotten it, you've seen it, you understand everything that's going on with your child. The grade percentages on the report cards are like a school-wide policy, so the grade percentages and the policy can be found on our school website. I will update students' grades every Monday, and students will receive feedback on all assignments. So every Monday you can log into PowerSchool and see your child's updated grades, and then assignments will be sent back home and you can see my feedback that I gave to them on their assignments. So sometimes an assignment's late, it happens, hopefully not too often with your child, but it might. So if an assignment is late, every day it's late, students will lose 2 points on that assignment. So therefore, if it's just one day late, students will just lose 2 points. After 2 weeks of it being late, it will become a 0 in the grade book. Technology in the classroom. So technology is a big thing now in schools. So all students are given a Chromebook and a charger. We are a one-to-one school. Students must charge their Chromebook at home for the next day. So therefore their chargers will stay at home at all times. It does not need to come back to school, only the Chromebook. Chromebooks will be used with my permission during the school day. Students will have opportunities on their Chromebooks to do assignments, do research, review games. But I believe technology is a reward, so therefore it can be taken away. So if your child isn't doing what they're supposed to throughout the day on their Chromebook, then their Chromebook can be taken away. So to wrap everything up, the best way to contact me is through my email. All assignments are posted on our Canvas page, which is also linked on this. And then take a look at our classroom website for more information or announcements. The website is updated every weekly with announcements. Our monthly calendar is up there, more procedures for the classrooms on there, and a lot more information about me if you have questions. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.